Hello, welcome back. I'll try and keep things brief because there's not much happening, but there's a lot of messages. So, first up, we got the conjuration research done. We'll keep going to 9. Lots of site searching. The glitching alchemy, so the fire mage has 10 gold per month. Did not get a healer from Beacon of Courage. We found a site as well. We found a cool one with Dark Knowledge, which was Halls of the Drowned. The death mage may enter to summon 2 long dead warriors. That's kind of cool. Can't really make use of that at the moment, but you know, it would have been cool to find that early on. Lost another mage to a flame-wreathed air elemental. Unfortunately, it killed the guy we just recruited, so it was the one mage that had no bodyguards in addition to everything else. So there we go. Spider back a couple of battles then. I'll watch these because they're kind of interesting. Oh, well, this is mine first of all. I just took this province off Zatopek. This one is not interesting. Next up, there was Zoko attacking Gondwald. So I guess Zoko has taken Gondwald's cap. He has a big bunch of starving Minotaur guys and lots of terrifying water rallies. Although we're quite good against water rallies because they have no protection and no cold resist, so our Bless is really good against them. Got a Commune. And then these guys have a high resistance, natural protection, regeneration Bless, which is cool. They have a lot of protection, lots of resists, they trample, they go berserk. And they're starving at the moment. So they run over these Gondwaldic desert champions. Pretty cool. So there we go. Also saw Lilithors taking a fort off Chibnasu. Everyone here, the yellow guys in here, they're all mages. And they all cast Orb Lightning. So, pretty brutal. I'm really glad we found that Air Mage site. We can cast some lightning resist if we need to. But yeah, as you can probably imagine, that goes quite easily for Lilithors. He loses 1 mage and a couple of dudes. And that's it. Event's nothing too interesting other than no one wants to live in Doven because it got Deadly Mold, 500 people left, and a heatwave. Pretty nice. And Urfel, we have still done 0 damage to the walls. So, the story of this turn is just summoning stuff to put on the fort to try and damage it because I don't know what else to do. So, we're still forging Gate Cleavers, still summoning Mound Fiends, still doing general stuff, but we've got 2 new summons going off, okay? We've got Advanced Reanimation, which will summon about 50 skeletons. And we've got Improved Summon Boars, which I think summons about 100 boars. 109 plus 4 per level. So, is 109 boars for 5 nature gems going to be a lot of siege strength? I don't know, because I have no idea how much siege strength a boar has. But I guess we'll find out. It's okay to screw up these commands because it's already been submitted, but I'll just redo it anyway. Yeah, that's basically what we're doing, is just summoning junk to move over to put on this fort. Still 0 damage. How much siege strength do we have now? 683, and it's not doing anything. Pretty bad. So lots more red arrows, as you can see, just moving stuff over. I'm just moving more harpies over because it's all I've got at the moment. We still have things being ferried over slowly. Another guy with a gate cleaver moving over. These guys here are on their way. This guy even has some more sacreds from my cap, which is cool. Yeah, just lots of stuff moving over. Also, these 2 Air Mages have managed to get here from the other side of the world. So these guys will be casting some little protection from shock spells. Just to help out my guys who are still skinning themselves. Still have 5 shock von. So hopefully they hit some of those guys with that spell. That's all they're really here for at the moment. Other big thing happening this turn is I have like about 15 mages. I really don't know how many exactly. But they're casting Enchanted Small Fire Attack, which is the conjuration spell we just got. So, an assassination spell that assassinates someone with size 2 magic fire elemental. So we'll see how effective that is. They're just all casting it on this throne. So maybe if we kill a bunch of mages or something, it'll be demoralizing. Maybe there's a bunch of stuff in here that's just summoning chaff every turn, and we can stop that from happening. I don't know, but we'll give it a shot. It's always possible a dome has gone up since we last checked, but I think that's okay. A lot of these mages are expendable. We recruit a lot of mage gear every turn anyway, so that's fine. And that's really the bulk of what's happening this turn. We do still have this army here that's now moving slowly down towards Bonelands. Looks a lot easier to break into. Mostly monkeys from the looks of it. So that's a nice little target to pick up next. And still just summoning junk in Stone Heavens to try and weather the early attacks. Still summoning Celestic Animates, still recruiting 2 commanders a turn. Still summoning Mound Fiends a turn. And I'm also doing Harpies over here as well, so we'll start trying to patrol some of these provinces. Especially Doven, which is 113 unrest, and yeah, it's a pretty bad one. Everything else has calmed down a lot now. There's got patrollers over here. Aboibi is 522 income, it's a great one. Stone Heavens is 55, still 22 unrest. That'll go down though. Yeah, lots of high income provinces over here. They just need fixing. These two have terrible unrest still. I need to take this back one day as well. And that's it for this turn. Oh no, one more thing in Lost Lands. Rotten Tom is also casting Advanced Reanimation in this throne. So that's a 50 skeletons a month, just to help defend it. And that's it for this turn. I might look to see if there's anything better we can do for siege strength, because this is kind of ridiculous. There is, where is it? Summon Crushers? Are Crushers good at sieging? They're called Crushers, so you'd think so. Get 13 of them. I might check how much siege strength they have and see if they're worth using, I don't know. But that's the turn. What turn was that? 67. So that was turn 67. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next turn. Hello, welcome back. First up, a messenger from Zatopek. Damn, imagine that. Kamatan's about to have 2 thrones under siege to complement the 2 they already hold. And no one's sending support or even happy thoughts to the nation holding those thrones to help them slow Kamatan's advance. Haha, completely mental. Totally absurd. You wouldn't let that happen, right? You wouldn't just let Mew win a game, right? I feel like this starts to sound a bit too desperate, you know? Like, you can't project that much weakness. I don't think it works. Anyway, lots of messages. We got hit by a bunch of arrows out of the sky, but no one died, and no one picked up a wound either. So that's okay. Firelord got one. Little guy got one. That was all fine. Next we did a bunch of enchanted small fire attacks. This spell is pretty good. Fire Elemental killed a Paramount Reaper of Ruin. You know what's really weird about these assassinations? They start at like max range. Look at that. They're like so far away from each other. It's very strange. So these battles involve like a long walk to get to the opponent. It's pretty funny. Yeah, eventually we get the better. It's pretty cool that we managed to kill the big guy though. That was a 51 damage hit. How did that not just instantly kill this thing? That's so strange. Paramount Reaper of the Ruin hit Enchanted Fire Elemental in body with Obsidian Glaive for 51 points of damage. Doesn't damage move between forms now? Like, how did that survive? That seems insane to me. Oh well, whatever. It survives and kills this guy. Pretty good. That's the story of a lot of these spells. Killed a Lawmaster. Killed a Reforming Mannequin. Zatopekian Wavebreaker. 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 Adventurer. Lawmaster. This is a pretty effective spell, huh? Wavebreaker. Wavebreaker. Lawmaster. And a Fire Adventurer manages to actually survive. I think he summons Salamanders. And yeah, Salamanders can take a fire early. So it goes a lot better for him. I do not understand how that first one didn't die instantly, but okay. Did lots of spells as usual, summoned lots of stuff. We found one site, it was an unfound door. Pearl, some general events. So Lilith was defending against one Earth Gnome, found 2 scouts. And Urfel's just open now. I think I misunderstood what was happening. I thought we couldn't damage the walls because there was just so much stuff in it that it had like massive siege defense. But I asked Zatopek, how do they break this open so quick? And he said, oh, well, there was iron walls up. You know that spell that buffs forts? So I guess if you're only damaging the additional wall gained from the spell, then the message says that you've done no damage because you haven't done any. You know what I mean? Like you need to harm the actual. How much defense does this have? This has 300 walls, so with the spell it would have had 1300. So until the wall integrity drops below 300, I think the message just says you did no damage because you're only damaging the bonus wall from the spell. That's my assumption anyway, because for the last 2 turns it said that we did no damage. And now all of a sudden it's completely broken open instantly. I didn't realize it worked that way. So yeah, it's open. So the additional siege strength we've been trying to mass is unnecessary. And we'll try and storm next turn. So we summoned a bunch of stuff this turn though. We summoned a bunch of skeletons. These guys do have 1 siege strength each. So there's 58 siege strength. Also got a bunch of boars who also have 1 siege strength. So there's another 100 siege strength. So that would have been good, but it's unnecessary now. I've stopped doing a lot of summons over here. We are doing another round of enchanted fire elemental attacks though on Urfel because, I mean, that was ludicrously effective. Did cost a lot of gems, but that's fine, I think. We generate 14 fire gems per month. That's as many as we need for the stuff we're doing. 14 fire gems is 2 casts of that spell as well. That's pretty good. The adventurer we got this turn is D2, so I'm just going to have him cast Twiceborn and then kill himself to try and get bonus death magic. Why not? And I think that's all that's happening over here now because, yeah, we don't need to panic so much about siege strength. So we've got plenty of harpies for patrolling. I'm going to stop doing patroller summoning over here for a bit, especially since we now have all these boars and things, which I think you have 0.7, right? Yeah, they're not bad patrollers. Well, I mean, when you've got like over 100 of them, that's fine, I suppose. So this is all okay. I got my water mages doing some rings of water breathing now. We've got 4 goblets in the treasury. We've got 2 rings of water breathing. Does this give water breathing? No. So we have some underwater stuff already. I mean, this throne looks doable, doesn't it? Pretty empty. Some water lilies. It's on the cards. Anyway, I'm just going to forge a bunch of water breathing gear so that we have the option available to us if we need it. So that's fine as well. Some guys in my cap are moving. One thing that is a problem now is we have so many black harpies over here that we're starving. So some of them are moving away. But I've got some bags of wine being flown over. We've got one on this guy, one on this guy. I'll switch this out for the spell focus that's on this guy once they arrive. I just didn't want to have 2 bags of wine on one guy because it would have been wasted this turn, or next turn. So they're heading over with bags. Over here, yeah, we've got some stuff moving onto the fort. This guy's got more sacreds. Some stuff moving off, though. We don't need all the black harpies, so I need some to Sefekti. We're moving back around into this area. So that's all okay. And I'm just maintaining siege for the time being while this guy storms the castle. So we'll take a look at exactly what is inside here, just so that we know exactly what we're getting ourselves into. Because I assume he's just been summoning a bunch of junk every turn since this has been under siege. Let's check it out. That's the main stuff that's happening up here. Down here, just continuing onto this throne as well. I've been bumping up the PD around here to 20 to try and dissuade the AI from attacking us. It's 20 here as well. I'm also trying to move the black harpies back into these provinces now to get rid of some of this unrest and try and even out the unrest in this region. Take back this. Might take this as well at some point since it's just sat neutral for a while. It's a 64 income province. It's not bad. That's basically it for this turn though. Still doing the usual stuff over in Stone Heavens, where I'm just pumping it full of commanders to try and dilute the pool for assassination spells. Might be unnecessary though. So we'll have Bonelands under siege next turn, and hopefully this goes down a lot quicker than the other one did, so fingers crossed. What's the siege strength here? 315. It is a 300 fort, so might take 2 or 3 turns, but that's okay. And then we want this one, then I guess we go for this one, why not? We're going to have 2 giant armies converging on it. I think we can finally take out these sacreds, especially if we keep pushing our Dominion in. Flip it towards order. Why not? Look at our income, god damn, almost 5k, that's great. But that was 1068. Oh, we also have Rotten Tama cores over here casting skeletons in this fort every turn still as well. Worth checking in on him from time to time. Got 67 in the garrison, there's also some troops here still too. This turn should be pretty safe. I think that's okay. Yep, well, that was turn 54, was that? I've already forgot what I said. Turn 68. 54 was the other game I'm in. That was turn 68, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. Did a couple of spells, got twice born on our Death Adventurer. I don't think we found any sites though. Still doing some site searching though. Lots more fire attacks, not quite as successful. One hit the Cyclops that he's got, bounced off that guy. A couple of Wave Breakers got killed though, bounced off the Adept, Wave Breaker, bounced off that Wave Breaker, killed that one, killed an Adventurer, you get the idea. Oh, 1 left. Killed an Adept of the Silver Order. Pretty good. And then we had battles. So the important one this turn is that we were storming Urfel to ping it, but it looks like Zatopek actually broke siege. Which I guess makes sense because I was killing all his commanders with remote spells, so... So here's his army. Here's my army. It's not as much stuff as I thought it might be. Mostly corpse constructs, which our spells will just ignore. So we'll only have to kill these guys with spells. Isn't too bad. Cyclops has no gear, but does have gems. Here's his god. Water breathing ring, anti-magic amulet, and black steel plate. Got some adventurers down here as well. So we start by confusing some guys in here and killing them, so this is good. And then we've also got the harpies on the back line too. We get Howl up. Zatopek then does mass flight. A lot of the corpse constructs kind of fly in. But they're not too difficult for us to deal with. We just kind of push them around. His backline is basically dead at this point. Couple of mages here getting blown away. His god flies away. Got flight from mass flight, but I think he's probably dead anyway, right? He's got nowhere to flee to. So that was over pretty quickly. I think we wiped out too many of his commanders for him to do anything. Which did cost all of our fire gems in fairness, but... yeah. The Cyclops got killed by a Soul Slay very early on, so it didn't really do much either. So there's Urfel. Yeah, his god flew away, but I think it might be dead anyway. Other than that, we killed everything. And we lost some Harpies, 1 Ghoul Slave Champion, and 8 Halberdiers. So, you know, all in all, pretty good. Pleased with that one, got some items too. We still need to actually storm the fort and take it though, so we've only broken... Well, he broke siege and failed, but, you know, still have to go through the process of taking the fort, unfortunately. Also moved into Boneland, there's nothing there, we're almost on that fort now, or is that the fort? Okay, we're on the fort now. That's good. Spy 2 battles, we got Gondwald and Zoko. Gondwald trying to attack that bunch of water elementals and minotaurs that we saw. And Wesh, we got a big Chibnasu army taking something off Lilithors, that's good. Hope the AI continues to keep those guys tied up. Pretty funny. Looks like Lilithor's almost has Cheb's cap though. Events, let's see what we've got. Oh yeah, we've got a bunch of plague events going on around Kurgnir, which is unfortunate. More plague, plague subsided. There's our global, only 18 pearls this turn. Sacrifices, misfortune, big tax in Ragdan. Events in Chilad, lost income in Nethermark. Gems in Lost Lands. Lost a scout in Satrani's territory. We're finding Lycos again, I think, yeah. Zetapek trying to get more Lycos into my territory, but they can't get through this fort all discovered in Gent. Uthal still breached. Bonelands is moderately damaged. And there we are. Yeah, so all I'm doing this turn is just storming. We still have pearls for our full script. Oh, one thing I learned. Yeah, apparently you can't put priests into communions with crystal matrices. I forgot to mention that, but yeah, I thought you could, but no. You need an actual magic path to be able to join a communion, which is unfortunate. So we didn't have Divine Blessing in that battle. Didn't make much difference though, it was fine. Would have been nice if we did have though. Yeah, but other than that, storming the castle this turn with everything. I'm not sure if there's going to be anything left inside the fort, but we did kill an adventurer with the assassination, right? It's 40 leadership. There's probably some other stuff that might have been leading troops and died before it did. But there might still be stuff left behind inside the fort, but I'm not predicting too much stuff, so I think it'll be fine. But we'll just storm it and take it. And that'll be okay. Get even more death gems when we take this. Gems, nature gems. It's not urgent that we claim the throne, because it doesn't really do much. Let's just recruit some lore masters and sages, but because I could teleport my god over this turn to claim it next turn, but I don't really see a point. We've got this army here, so we'll take this, and then I can teleport my prophet from here to claim this, and then back, try and take this. Unless something goes wrong, unless we start getting attacked by other people, and we have to play a bit smarter. But, I mean, we've had like the last 50 turns or so, we just felt pretty free to do whatever we want, so let's assume it's going to stay that way. It's quite funny, I had like these stacks everywhere that are really boosted because of these mages. And occasionally, some people on the Discord will say, oh my god, you know, Kamatan has these giant stacks everywhere, it's crazy. So they have been like making us look really intimidating, but by now the video has gone up where I say that this is happening, so the secret of my giant stacks is out. So people might not. But then again, the thing is, even when you know that I have the full scouts bonus, you still don't know where you're just seeing an inflated report and where you're not. Like, it's still kind of intimidating to attack me, because I look like I have just giant stacks everywhere, which is pretty funny. But if things stay free, I'll just teleport my prophet around to claim stuff. I'd rather just keep my god in my cap for now. That's fine. Right, what else is happening this time? We're storming this. We had a bunch of earth gems, so I started summoning a Cyclops, because I think that'd be fun to play with. So I'm forging a set of Cyclops gear this turn. I won't go looking for all the forges, but it's basically Firebrand, Charcoal Shield, Ice Helmet, Shroud, Boots of the Messenger, Ring of Regeneration, and Storm Spill. Because I'm just going to use the Cyclops for taking just random provinces. They'll just walk around. They'll join up with my army when I need them to. And that'll be fine. I was thinking of gearing some Cyclops out as basically anti-giant killers to kill Lilithor's thugs. But for now I'm just keeping things simple. They'll just be PD killers. So we'll get a Cyclops out, start moving them somewhere useful. This is a hard place to kind of deploy them from, unfortunately. But yeah, that's the plan. I can also start taking these water provinces. We've got like a bunch of skeletons around as well. These giant stacks of skeletons can go underwater, take some stuff. They can start raiding provinces. Up here, I'm moving out a little squad of basically troops and harpies. They can also do some raiding. So for a while now, I've just been fighting with just the big communion stacks, but I'll start getting out some sort of mixed purpose squads as well that can raid and stuff. To take the smaller provinces while we move in. Yeah, because we've got all this territory around here that we haven't even touched. We're just immediately onto the throne and sieging it, which I should probably split up a bit. Maybe at least it'd burn down this temple, but I'll just wait till this army gets down, that's fine. We definitely need more smaller groups though. Over here, still moving stuff into this fort. It's not really getting hit with anything anymore. So it might be safe to just treat it like a normal fort. But I'll try and move some stuff out to take this back and keep some force in this area. Still building up stuff here. Anytime I recruit something in like these places, they just move to Stone Heavens. Because this is what I want to be able to defend. That's what's happening over here. Rotten Tom still filling this fort's full of skeletons. There's another place we could walk out of into the water if we need to. So I assume there's going to be like a retaliation coming from here into here. I'm probably just taking my water provinces to be annoying if I had to guess. But we'll see. That's more or less it for this turn, I think. So that was turn 69. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.